Hi everyone. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, warmly welcome our dearly guests to this talk show today. Thank you for joining me in this Talk to Celebrity show, and I wish you all good health, happiness and success. Our today's guest is a very special and talented person who had just won the first prize in the Miss Universe Beauty Contest. Please welcome Thu Minh!
Hello everyone.
Hi, you look absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much. I know I'm pretty.
Okay, so just take a seat. You know, since you just have an outstanding win of the contest, could you share with me and the guests here about your feeling?
First I was very shocked and then very surprised about that I win the contest, the beauty contest. And you know, since I was just a little girl in my old high school, Nguyễn Văn Cừ, I've always been dreaming of becoming a contestant in the beauty contest. And now that I have been halfway through it, so I'm very excited right now.
Wow, such a lovely story to hear, right? You're really inspirational and admirable, you know.
Yes. Keep going. Yes, thank you.
Okay, good to hear that. But could you share with me and the audience here a little bit about your school you have studied?
Well, my school is very beautiful and spacious. As you know, we have 48 classes, more than 100 teachers, and more than 2,000 students. We also have a lot of extracurricular activities such as singing, dancing, or drawing, or sports club as well.
Wow, that's impressive. So, how is your experience at the school?
When I was at my school, I was provided with the help of my teachers, my friend, because they are really helpful and dedicated. And also, I need to say thanks to my headmaster, my old headmaster, because he is the one who gave me the motivation to become the person I am today.
So, as a former student, what are you going to contribute to make your school better?
I know that my school is going to organize an English activity, so that I won, and I was very surprised that I was invited to be the main host of the program. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited to be here, and I'm also planning to do something for my school, such as some projects to develop my school. And there's a lot of hard work, I guess.
I agree. I'm sure that everyone in your school will be very proud of such a talented person as you.
Yes. I very appreciate that.
Okay, so thank you very much for joining us today. Wish you and your family happiness and success.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, once, Thu Minh!
Good day, and we are Hồng team.
Hello, we are Hồng team.
As you know, Hong Kong is the first school in the Haidian city which have the kind of one of the best school in this city. And we have more than 60 years of experience in teaching and studying. Yes.
It's our pleasure to be able to perform here today. Today is a very cold day, but you guys are here to share with us this moment with us. So I hope you can enjoy the show, enjoy our presentation, and thank you for your support today.
And again, we are Hong Kong team.
Tell me all about this day. Come just say that it's forgiven me the day I was born. Want to know about the story of the empire of Hong. You want some more of me than what you dare to say. Oh, I love you in all sound. I feel back on love, the helicopter roll. One day I'll take your soul. One day I'll finally know your soul. One day I'll come to you to say hello. Tell me all about my color, my hair, and my little feet that have carried me at the light of the way. Want to see your heart straight, show me how I do love. Can't stand and watch you like a fire. Oh, I love you in this side of the world. I feel like I'm lost, the helicopter roll. One day I touch your soul. One day I find out your soul. One day I'll come to you to say hello. And put a bed of straw watch over me. That's when time makes all the feel of fire. And in the light I seize my king. I touch my cheeks, my root, my begin. One day I'll walk your soul. One day I'll finally know your soul. One day I'll come to you to say hello. One day I'll walk your soul. One day I'll finally know your soul. One day I'll come to you to say hello. To say hello, to say
Hello everyone, we are NT team from Nguyễn High School, and we are very happy to be here today. We come here with spirit of communication, learning, and desire to express ourselves in front of the crowd.
With the depth of this creative activity, we want to show the young people's interest in the transformations of the earth, the natural, and the environment around it. That also show our views and our attitude toward the climate change and the steps we and you will take together to prevent global warming.
We hope to learn more and have great experience in this English speaking festival. And I'm Trần Đức Minh from class 11G.
I am Phạm Đào Thùy Dương.
And my name is Phú Khánh Linh. And we come here with spirit.
Save our earth, save our life.
Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Thu Huyền and this is Bảo Châu and here you are Minh Huyền and we all from 12 English of Nguyễn Trãi Gifted High School.
So when it comes to studying English, we take pride in the fact that our school has facilitated a nation quality environment by providing it with state-of-the-art facilities. Moreover, our teachers also give us the various chance to exchange and put into practice the skills we have learned during the English lessons at school.
So, for example, last November, we were really lucky to have a chance to visit the US Embassy in Hanoi and meet with our peers from 6 other countries in the Asias. So, I must say it's great fun, and I would like to invite all of you one day may visit Nguyễn Trãi Gifted High School and experience yourself a learning environment. So that's it. So thank you for listening.
Just bring me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your shit back. See how I live with your despair. Making a home down there's a song I won't be shared. There's fire starting in my heart, reaching the fever pitch and just bring me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they can't have feelings. We could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You have my heart inside. Starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and just bring me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your shit back. The scars of your love reminds me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love remind me of us. I can't have feelings. We could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You have my heart inside of your hands, and you played it to the beat. Though you're the depths of your despair, making a home down there, my sure won't be shared. Your love reminds me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, I can't have feelings. We could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You have my heart inside of your hands, and you played it to the beat. Rolling in the deep. You have my heart inside of your hands, and you played it to the beat. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Wow, you have cheers up our
Hello, we are from the Hồng High School. So this is our presentation about global warming. Our presentation have three parts. Firstly, causes of global warming. Next up is effects, and the last one is the solution. So global warming is an aspect of climate change, referring to the long-term rise of the planet's temperature. It is caused by the increased concentrations of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, mainly from the human activity, like the burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, and farming. So the first thing, burning fossil fuels. When we burn fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas to create electricity, or like to power our cars, we release carbon dioxide pollution into the atmosphere. So when we burn them like that, we release carbon dioxide pollution into the atmosphere. So electricity generation is the main cause of the carbon pollution in our planet right now. More than 70% of the electricity comes from burning coal, and more than 10% from burning gas, and very least of others comes from renewable energy such as hydro, solar, or wind, which do not emit carbon. And the next cause is deforestation and tree clearing. Plants and trees plays an important role in regulating the climate because they absorb the carbon dioxide from the air and then release oxygen back into the air. So forests and bushland act as common sinks are valuable means of keeping global warming. But humans clearing vast areas of vegetation about world for farming, urban or infrastructure development, which are a very big trouble to our global temperature. So, and the last cause is agriculture and farming. Animals, particularly livestock like sheep and cattle, produce methane, a greenhouse gas. When the livestock are raised at a large scale, as in Vietnam maybe, the amount of methane produced is a big contributor to global warming. So that's the causes of global warming. Next up is their effects on our world.
Okay, so the problem of global warming can result in two significant ramifications. Two of these being the increased number of incidents, environmental phenomena, in recent years. For instance, in middle of Vietnam, we have just witnessed the strongest storm since 1979. We caused overlapping floods. This not only have killed hundreds of people, but also heavily damaged the economy of Middle Vietnam. Another serious consequence of this problem, global warming, is the rise of the sea level. As you can easily see, there are a huge number of houses in coastal areas have been lost because of this. And it's predicted that if we cannot solve this problem, this situation will continue. But don't you worry, we're here to give solutions.
how to control global warming. We need to control global warming to reduce the future risk. Global warming is the increase in the average temperature of the Earth near the surface air and oceans in the recent decades and its related condition. Global warming is the very serious issue. The future will be very terrible if we don't take any action to reduce it in the right way. There are some action I think is very useful for you, for me and you as a student, and we can easy to do it in daily routine. The first is use public transport instead of using motorbike or use car to go to school. The second is use renewable energy like wind power or sun power. The third is burn methane. Use smart cooler, heater, and air conditioner. Turn off and maintain the vehicle properly. Clean the air in your house. Reduce electricity, use it to the maximum. Prefer recycling. And I think the most useful action is we can plant trees. As you know, a tree can absorb a ton of carbon dioxide. For that, preventing global warming is more important than ever. We are the last generation that can change the course of climate change, and we will be the first to face its consequences if we don't act now. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Hello everyone. As we all know, global warming is a stinging problem today and has never lost its difficulty. Today we will discuss this issue together. I'm Jun. Let's get started. Hello, Ming.
Yeah, hello.
Can you tell us about the current situation and the cause of global warming?
Well, interesting question. Global warming, more than ever, has become a serious problem in recent decades. Surveys have pointed out that 1,000 tons of water are being poured into the oceans due to ice melting in the North Pole. This makes the sea level rise and narrows the acreage of the land that we live on. More seriously, global warming is also the main cause of climate change. It gives rise to disastrous natural phenomena. Take the current flood in the central of Vietnam as an example. It is said to be the most fierce flood in the last 10 years. It killed more than 200 people and damaged approximately 60,000 houses. And the causes, firstly, is the effect of it is the greenhouse effect. Some gases in the atmosphere act like the glass in a greenhouse. They trap the sunlight and warm up the earth. Another reason of this phenomenon is industrialization. The more the industry develops, the more fossil fuels are burned, creating carbon dioxide and nitrous oxide. Last but not least, deforestation is also one of the causes. Trees help to regulate the air by absorbing carbon dioxide, so when they're cut down, that benefit is lost and release the carbon stored in the trees into the air.
Given that, what consequences could global warming have?
The consequences are, firstly, it increases the extinction of animals. Many species are disappearing because their natural habitat is destroyed by climate change. Polar bears, for example, are dying out because of ice melting. Secondly, emissions are added into the atmosphere, creating health problems such as respiratory disease. And lastly, climate change and extreme weather phenomena seem to occur more and more, affecting millions of people all around the world.
These consequences are indeed very serious. It's threatening the art and humanity. So is there any solution to prevent them?
Good news is there are several solutions to this problem, but I suggest two possible options. The first one is to replace fossil fuels by alternative energy resources such as wind power or solar energy. This will cut down the amount of emissions added into the air. And the other option is to call on political organizations and individuals to act against the phenomenon. This seems to be the more effective solution as it raises the awareness about global warming. The real question is that we already have the solutions, but do we have the will to do it?
Of course we are. Let's do our best to save our planet. Thank you for listening.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure that many of you are familiar with some environmental issues such as climate change, global warming, greenhouse effect, and the like. You see them, hear about them almost every day through the mass media and through the internet. However, are we actually aware of the real situation we're facing, or just simply ignore it? I suppose that we should be. So in this presentation, I'm going to talk about one of the most controversial issues, which is having direct influences on human lives, global warming. So, first of all, I'm going to show you an overlook of the global warming phenomenon. Global warming happens when carbon dioxide emissions gas is pumped into the atmosphere, where it stays there and acts as a blanket for the radioactive sunlight to come into and get trapped there. So, this radiation would escape into space, but these pollutants, which can last for years to centuries, trap the heat and cause the planet to get hotter. And that was known as greenhouse effect. Over the past 50 years, the carbon dioxide emissions has increased by up to 10%, because of some greenhouse effect and the global warming happens so more frequently. And experts see the trend is accelerating. And in the recent years, scientists also found that 2010 to 2019 were the hottest decades ever recorded, and 2019 as the warmest year. So what are the causes of this phenomenon? There are numerous factors contributing to this phenomenon. First of all is industrialization, the deforestation, the greenhouse effect, the burning of fossil fuels to make electricity is the largest source of heat-trapping pollution, which generates about 2 billion tons of carbon dioxide emissions a year. And transportation is also a sector which generates about 1.7 billion tons of carbon dioxide emissions a year. So the future looks so apocalyptic. So there are just numerous consequences following this phenomenon. The effect is really terrible, such as the rising sea level will lead to coastal flooding. Forests, farms, cities will face troublesome new pests, heat waves, heavy downpours, and more floodings. All these factors could could damage or destroy agriculture or fisheries. Disruption of many habitats could drive many animal and plant species to extinction. And allergies, asthma, disease outbreaks such as COVID-19 could become more common. So, what we can do about it? In fact, we started, but in order to avoid the worst emissions, we need to do a lot more. Together with other countries, we need to act as an ecosystem. So, in fact, the carbon dioxide emissions has decreased thanks in part to the pandemic we're facing and thanks to some solutions we have taken so far, such as planting more trees and cutting the emissions of carbon dioxide, and thanks to reducing the waste and reclaiming its value, and helping poor countries to adopt new, cleaner energy technologies, and boosting the electric car market, and more is that helping the young generations to be more aware and to educate them about the global warming effects. So, the challenge is to be sure these solutions are put to use and widely adopted. They are not someday, maybe we're lucky solution. We shouldn't take it lying down, and we shouldn't be pessimistic as well. And so we need every bit of heart, every set of hands, every mind, every server, and we need to do a lot more. We need to function more like an ecosystem, and together we can save our planet, save our future, save our generation. Thank you for listening.
We introduce ourselves again. My name is Tu Huyền.
I'm Châu. And I'm Minh Huyền.
And we all from 12 English of Nguyễn Trãi Gifted High School. Our speaking topic today is global warming. I suppose that all of you here might have heard this term at least once in your life. But today, we will bring in a totally new aspect of this phenomenon, and that is the positive and negative aspects of impacts of COVID-19 pandemic on global warming. Well, we all know that COVID-19 is negatively affecting many aspects of human life, from the economy to the tourism to the leisure activities and many more. On top of that, more than 63 million people have been reported being affected with this COVID-19, and more than 1.5 million people have died of this. However, regarding the environment, there is another story, and my dear friend Cho here will help us with more details about this. Cho, the stage is yours.
Good morning, everyone. Well, thank you, Tu Huyền, for such an impressive introduction of the environmental effects on global warming during the pandemic. So now let's take a closer look into the positive impacts. The first and foremost outcome is the reduction of air pollution and greenhouse gases emissions. As industries, companies, and transportation have closed down due to social distancing, there has been a sudden drop in greenhouse gases emissions. China and the USA are compelling examples of this trend, witnessing a fall by 50% compared to last year. So what factors have led to the decrease? Vehicles and international travel are key contributors of emissions. Firstly, as a result of social distancing, it is mandatory for everyone to stay in their house, which leads to a decrease in the use of public transportation as well as private transportation. Therefore, less motor vehicles is released into the air. Secondly, another factor is down to restriction on international travel. So lockdowns immobilize all international activities, including international trade, flights, and voyages. The second effect I want to mention here is the amelioration of water quality. So local restrictions have banned every industrial activities in factories, firms, workshops, etc., resulting in a drop in the amount of sewage, which, if not during the pandemic, would go untreated into residential water system. So therefore, COVID-19 truly acts as an antidote for water quality. And thirdly, ecological restoration is another positive impact of COVID-19 on global warming. Well, due to the pandemic, there has been a sudden drop in the number of visitors every year. So Phuket, Thailand, one of the most popular destinations, have witnessed this fall, but where an average of over 5,400 visitors visit every year. And as a result, the color of the sea is changed, which used to remain turbid due to the activities of swimming, bathing, and riding motorized.
However, everything has its pros and cons, and now my classmate Minh Huyên will introduce you. She will elaborate on some negative impacts of COVID-19 on global warming.
So thank you, Cho. And now I will show you some details on the negative sides of COVID-19 to global warming. So the first point I want to mention is the delay of international policies. So as you know, during the pandemic, all business transactions and activities have all come to a halt, and so as environmental treaties. So for instance, conferences to find action for sustainable development like COP26 have all been put off to 2021. So this delay could either allow some countries to shift their attentions away from the environmental issues, or it may loosen their sense of obedience. So the second point I want to mention is the downfall in the amount of revenues for climate change and renewable energy. So as now emergency services are being the top priorities, funding will have to be moved away from climate resilient projects. So I will take the example of Da Nang, the epicenter of the pandemic in Vietnam. So before COVID-19 struck in August, the city was due to have a wind power project on the coast. However, after COVID-19, the city has lost about a quarter of its total budget, and this will make the wind power project be more challenging to be carried out. And last but not least is the increase in the amount of traffic cars. So in some countries, the government are suggesting office workers to travel alone to work so that they can avoid contacting with other people. However, these guidelines are prompting more individual car use, and which will exacerbate the issues of air pollution and release more exhaust fumes.
In a nutshell, it's clear that the disruption caused by COVID-19 has certainly brought out several impacts on the climate and the environment, thereby affecting global warming. Unfortunately, the benefits of it are quite temporary and only short-term. Therefore, we should still make non-stop attempts to protect the environment and slow down global warming. I'm calling for your actions to stop using so many plastic bags, to walk and cycle more, and more importantly, to plant more trees. We strongly believe that together we can do it. Thank you for listening.
Good time enjoying 4 interesting introductions from all of the teams. Now, do you want to get presents? It's your turn to interact with our festival today, and your turn to take home some present from the organizers. We have prepared some questions for you guys to answer. Which is the correct answer, a lovely present will be given to you, and you can take it. So we got 10 questions, so there's only 10 lucky people that can receive our red envelope today. Are you ready? Or you want to take a rub? We will start from really light start with a very easy question. First, be ready for that? You may be the first one to get the red envelope from your teachers. Listen carefully. The question number 1 is, what is the hottest season of the year? What is the hottest season of the year? Well, I'd like to invite the girl here.
So, yes, I'm Nguyễn Thảo from class 11A, and my answer is the hottest season of the year is summer.
Is that true? Definitely. Please, a small gift will be presented to you. Next one, another easy questions. Why did our last summer year had to last till July? Sorry, I will read it one again. Why did our last school year have to last until July?
Because of COVID-19.
Definitely. Thank you very much. Please, we will have a small present for you. Next questions. What is the largest ocean in the world? What is the largest oceans in the world?
Yeah. My answer is Pacific.
Sorry, can you repeat your answer?
It's Pacific.
Are you sure about your answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's the correct answer. Question number 4. Which country is considered to be the land of rising sun? Which country is considered to be the land of rising sun?
My answer is Japan.
Is that correct, everyone? Do you have the same answers? Yes, definitely, it's Japan. Woo! Thank you very much. Next questions. This one is quite easy, so take your chance. What is Vietnamese Independence Day? What is Vietnam Independence Day?
The Vietnam Independence Day is about to.
Sorry, what did you say?
Wait, I'm not sure about my